Hey guys, welcome back. Origami here, bringing you a new deck profile today, as well as some games from our Twitch. This is going to be really exciting. I bet you aren't expecting to see Dragapult on your screen. And honestly, with the way the meta is right now and the decks that you see people experimenting with on the ladder and on these Hexter tournaments, Dragapult might be the play. Because literally outside of Eternatus, this deck can beat anything. ADP. All these single prizer decks that are out there, like Decidueye, because you have Shred, and as well as like all these Lost Marshals are called Mad Party decks, Blacephalon, easy money, especially without Flint. It's a lot harder for them to reach those KOs, and you just OHKO them while knocking out their bench. Mewtwo, all these Mewtwo decks right now, bro. Dragapult is looking nice right now. So we're gonna go over this deck profile. I decided to go a little bit different route this time. I'm gonna do a quick deck profile this time, so hopefully it doesn't take me too long to talk about this. But we started with a Turbo Patch, and it was fine, but Turbo Patches never really came up for me. So I decided to take that out of the Turbo Patch and play something like Roxy Weezing, because I didn't want to play Scoop Up Nets in this deck because it didn't feel like it really added anything to this list right now as far as math fixing goes. Like the most that it did was put an ADP in range, which is not bad, but also it just kind of felt unnecessary for that one particular matchup when I could just be a little bit more consistent instead. Because like I win that matchup most of the time anyways, especially if I don't overbench. So instead of focusing on that, what I decided to do was be a little bit more consistent, and we tried Roxy Weezing to spread damage, and that was nice, but it felt actually pretty inconsistent as well. So the third build we tried was because we took out the things that didn't work. We ended up with like this 55 card list, and we tried to figure out what to put in to deal with the situation. So initially I really wanted to think about, what if I get knocked out and I don't have another Dragapult set up? What do I do? Maybe I should play Rose. So I started toying with the idea of playing Rose, which made me play Cinccino. And then Cinccino actually has the energy assist attack, so I figured instead of playing Rose and emptying my hand, I could just manually attach to Cinccino and then use energy assist attaching to my safe Dragapult on the bench, only giving up one prize, which is not bad, and also, you know, doing a little bit of damage at the same time. It's better than using Bite, honestly. Maybe using Shred is better, but that's situational. That's very situational. So I ended up playing Cinccino, and I ended up really liking Cinccino for giving us that added consistency, because there was so many times when we played this deck where we just had like dead hands. So adding that Cinccino, not only for energy assist, but as a single prizer and accelerator, has been super nice for Dragapult. And then, like I said earlier, think about the meta right now. If you're tired of decks like Decidueye, you have Shred and you have Horror Energy and you have a Giant Bomb as well. All those can help deal with your Decidueye Obstagoon matchups, because Giant Bomb means that they take the damage. Because I remember, I think Obstagoon hits 90. Double check. Yeah, it hits 90, so it's in range of the Giant Bomb. The Horror Energies put things in range, and then you can Shred, which will usually get it to a KO if you have a Horror Energy, right? What are some other matchups that are relevant? We play this deck with Mimikyu, so Luke Metal can't use Mallow and Lana. Combined with Tool Scrapper, we can actually, at the end of this video, I was playing the Roxy. I built this deck and then I accidentally queued up the Roxy Weezing build. So at the end of this video, you're gonna see a matchup versus Luke Metal. But because the matchup was like kind of showcased how this deck fares against Luke Metal with these techs in it, I decided to keep that matchup in. So if you really want to see that, it's not the exact build because it's a Roxy Weezing build. But if you still want to see that matchup, that's going to be at the end of the video. But it's pretty good. Like, sure, after the GX attack, you're only hitting 100. But 100 is fine. Like, 100 with, like, all the spreading you're doing, as long as you can Tool Scrapper on the right turns, like, you're actually not in a bad spot at all. So the matchup ended up being really, really nice for us. Fion to work around Zamazentas, which is pretty nice. If they have double Zamazenta down, you just have to boss a bunch. We are playing 3 bosses. And then the Tool Scrappers are just generally good, getting rid of things like Giant Charms, Big Charms I think is what they're called, and Air Balloons. Has been pretty nice. Crushing Hammer, of course, because it just helps. Like, sometimes you can high roll versus Eternatus and win that matchup. That's pretty much That's pretty good. Otherwise, you're gonna see some people get pretty salty today because I've had many games where I got 0 hammerheads, but I had one game where I think I had 3 out of 4, and whew, what a salty Splatoon. Giant Bomb is just pretty good in general. Like too many decks in this format hit those big numbers. You can punish the big numbers. Helps in your Bucephalon matchup. Honestly, you want to play 4, but had to cut down to 3 so I could fit the 3/3 line here. And Stamp is just good right now as well. Other than that, like, I feel like this deck has answers to pretty much everything in the format. It's all these decks that play Snom, including Wet Mewtwo and Inteleon, and I see a lot of Lapras V in the ladder right now. Lapras VMAX. Anything that plays Snom, you can just max Phantom and knock out their Snom before they evolve, which is excellent. And you can just knock them out throughout the game too. Like Frostmourne only has 90 HP, so easy targets throughout the game. Yeah, the deck is just fairly consistent, and I've had a lot of fun playing with this deck list. So the games are going to be for my Twitch, twitch.tv/abourbomb. Audio is a little bit funky, but I think it'll be fun. It's still watchable. It's just that the music's a lot louder than usual, so I had to fix that. But it should be fine. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoy the games. Okay, not a bad opening hand. Turbo Drag is best drag. It's kind of what we're doing though. The only difference is that we're not playing Turbo Patch, because Turbo Patch, like in 5 games, hasn't done a single thing for us. Expanded. I mean, every expanded version of the deck is the best version, right? All right, this is a matchup we can win. No manual attachment though. So we're gonna have to dig for that, huh? We're losing a lot here, but turn 1 manual attachment is so incredibly important. Would I rather lose a Cinccino or a Dragapult? There's 3 of both, so it really depends on pricing. And what's the bigger risk? Losing a Dragapult, I guess, technically is the biggest risk. Okay, so we have both Cinccinos in the deck, and we have all the Dragapults in the deck. Okay, so regardless, we're pretty safe. We can't with the manual attachment though, so losing 2... I mean, we have Cinccinos down, or Minchinos down, so the odds are in our favor at the very least, but it's so important to get a manual attachment. We just lose the game if we don't get it. Pretty good hand though. I'm gonna get down a second Dragapult. This is most likely Inteleon, so the bombs are not super useful. It's a joke. What's a joke? Never heard of it, bro. You know it's a joke? My YouTube channel. Alright, so have you guys entered? Let me know your favorite fairy type. Oh, it's Lapras. Let me know your favorite fairy type Pokemon in the chat. And the winner will get 3 Darkness Ablaze packs. They're codes. Okay, Lapras can hit those numbers, so we gotta use our bombs after this. But pretty good hand here. We're probably going to have to lose this boss, but if we're lucky, we can attack with boss this turn. So whatever we top deck, we're probably going to have to lose, but it depends. If we can top deck an energy card, then we're in a best pick case scenario, or get it off whatever we draw off Cinccino, right? Oh, we don't even have the boss. That's probably even better. That means if we get a draw supporter, we can play that instead. He needs to put down 2 Snoms. Actually, we might boss and knock out both Snoms, honestly, if he puts down a second Snom. Favorite son, Matthew? Mawile is another one of the greatest Pokemon of all time. Ooh, if he made the Articuno active, I wouldn't be able to boss there. Double check. We also have Chris enter as well. Okay, we top taking energy, which is great. He did go Articuno, so we're not bossing this turn, but it doesn't stop us from attacking. Yeah, I guess we'll toss the boss then. We can at least knock out the dude. As far as I'm aware, right? This doesn't stop anything else. Yeah. Okay, we'll get rid of the boss because I want to draw cards. Oh my goodness. You know what? we'll leave it like that. we'll leave it like that. The boss was like, "Yo, you thought you got rid of me? you thought I was gone." How do you attach two energies? Oh, body surf, okay. Or your watermark makes you look like you have a beard, so are you able to move it? No. The watermark can't be moved because it's part of YouTube, but what I can do is I can move myself over here. Is that fine? Is that good? You guys okay with that? My only problem with having my face cam up here is that it does block deck profiles. We need energies this turn. I don't want to lose boss here, but I really don't want to draw cards. I'm just going to lose the boss. Let me dump these things. Because we can get some decent damage here if we can get Balloon. Yeah, if we can get Balloon, an energy, a VMAX. Okay, there's... And by Balloon, I meant Bomb. Let me get rid of that Balloon, speaking of which. Okay, we got the energy. So, pretty good hand. And let's see if we can land some of these. Honestly, I probably should have held off on that Balloon. Or that Bomb, because if I get rid of his energies, then he can't even attack me next turn anyways. But we have access to research, so pretty decent hand. I'll hold off. Well, actually, we need one on board, so we'll put one on board. He shouldn't be able to attack me next turn, so we're in a pretty great position. Pretty excellent position. Balloon, Bomb, same thing. Yeah, pretty much. Just move your face cam every 30 seconds. Easy. You know what? Easy. We can't, unfortunately, boss. So boss is like a terrible card this game, and we already seen all three, which is a problem. No? No to what? Alright, have everybody answered? Has everybody answered by letting me know their favorite fairy type Pokemon for a chance to win 3 Darkness Ablaze codes? I hope you have. Oh, there's a double. And the Run Mimikyu and Gengar GX unlock them from trainers so you have more time to set up. I don't think we've had an issue with setting up so far. The biggest problem would be if they knocked out a Dragapult and we have no energies on board afterwards. Then it's probably a problem. But we'll see. If that becomes an issue, then maybe Genku could be decent. But right now, I don't feel like it's too much of an issue, honestly. Like, as long as we get a manual attachment, we're good. We're fine. Victini can attack us immediately. So I guess I'll just do this. He definitely won't take a knockout, but we can at least attack turn 2 with Dragapult. Now we just want to set up the board. Have it bounce around like a TV logo. Ugh, that sounds terrible. But also, Genku doesn't really do anything for us as far as like helps us set up a Dragapult, because Dragapult still needs 2 energy attachments. So that 1 energy that we do to stop our opponent from doing anything is no different than us attaching energy to Dragapult in that turn. You know what I mean? Ultimately, it does nothing unless we had a way to accelerate energy onto it. It just means that for 1 turn, our opponent can't do anything, and it means that you know what it really means? It's essentially saying that we can play 2 supporters that turn, because realistically, that's pretty much all we're doing is that we're drawing into our deck more. That could be beneficial, but that comes at the risk of having a low HP 3 prizer on the bench. All right. So 300 HP, 300 damage is pretty scary, but it's probably not going to happen. We can hammer probably the active, right? Oh, okay. Well, I guess we don't get a choice. Why is he mad? What did he do? Why are you mad at me? Are you mad that I have a VMAX on my 2nd turn? Is that what you're mad about? I don't understand why he's mad. I don't know what happened. Oh boy. We really need cards. We really need to set up our board. Losing a horror energy sucks, but we do like this is why we play 12 energies, because we can afford for this to happen. I think we're good to just do this. Ooh, this is not bad. But more importantly, we can get a Dragapult down. Ooh, we can play some hammers too. We want Cinccino. We have research. As long as we keep research, we should be okay. I think I'd rather have a second Dragapult right now. I can get Cinccino later. Then again, if we can't attach a Dragapult this turn, then getting the Cinccino later doesn't matter either. We're more likely to draw the Dragapult. Actually, we're pretty equally likely to draw the Dragapult. But because Minccino can evolve next turn, it's more beneficial to get Minccino right now. Now, the next question is... Let's play hammers. Yeah, let's get rid of this one in the active. Dude, these dudes today on PCGO are ridiculous. What is going on today? God, it must be nice being such a child. No responsibilities. 260. We don't even need that much here. I mean, we can maybe add it up, but it's not gonna really matter in the end of the day. We'll just put 3 on. Then again, if we put like a bunch on him, 3 attacks, eventually we'll just take a knockout. 1 to put him in range. Rest on here. I think we're just gonna spam this one. We'll just 2-hit KO this when it gets on the board. Besides, we don't want to give it like crazy outrage damage. Don't quick ball, just Pokecom. Pokecom what? What do we do? I guess I could have Pokemon. I don't remember what my hand was, so I can't tell you if I could have just Pokecommed or not. Oh, it's a Mewtwo. Of course it's Mewtwo. I need to keep that in mind. Mewtwo is a scary boy. But I don't think he's going to ever play Mewtwo down, because he'll just lose. Especially if he needs to attack with it the same turn and place it down. Let's see if he finds a switch. There's a switch. So now this thing can be targeted for a bit. 230 is some damage. But we should be okay. Honestly, we can just push something active to take a knockout here. But I think I'd rather just 2-hit KO. We need the Pult more than anything. But we also really need the Cinccino so we can draw cards, because we're stuck again. This is a tough turn. But we really need to attach the Pult. So unfortunately, we're stuck getting a Pult this turn. That's unfortunate. We have so many Mincinos prized too. Okay, well, we can dump one of his energies most likely. Okay, we didn't. Attach here. Whatever, we'll Phantom. We're in such a good position right now. If we can find Tool Scrapper, we're essentially going to knock this out next turn. I'll see you later, Jonathan. What's up, Chris? Let's see if he's done crying. Okay, looks like he's done crying. I like having this on because I like seeing my opponent's reactions. But man, like that's 2 times or 3 times today, right? That people have been super salty. So far, I like this Cinccino more because at the very least, I feel like I have way more outs when I'm drawing cards, right? When I have Cinccino, when I have Minccino on the bench, because now I have the Cinccino out, I have all the draw support and all the quick balls for the Dene outs. I have so many more. No, I don't like spamming. I don't want to be that guy that spams, so I'm not going to spam. But if I was what's it called? If I was petty, I would spam. Yeah, I think it's hilarious and people will get mad too, but I'm streaming, right? It's like I don't want my opponents to look that bad, you know. Dude, I don't play a Ranger anymore, but I don't really need it anymore. Like it would be nice, but it's just been so unnecessary, and it's going to be the only Pokemon on our bench besides our attackers that are 2 retreat costs, which in the end doesn't matter too much because we do play Air Balloon, which makes me think maybe I should play U-turn board instead. I'm petty, so I'd definitely spam back. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to be petty on stream, you know. People are watching. People aren't watching though. No, I've never done it before, but you know, how do you guys know that? Well, there's a retreat. Take a knockout here. We come in. I guess everything that we hit here is good, so we can Fion and essentially be in a really good position. Because he'll probably give me Eldegoss. He might attempt to shuffle it back in, but if he does, that's a pretty bad attack he's using. And we can just spam the Reshizard, or we can just take a knockout on this thing. I think I'd rather spam the Reshizard because I can just find a Tool Scrapper and knock it out now. Hopefully we can top deck out of this. Well, speaking of which, I guess we just do that first, right? Okay, that's a great top deck. That's an amazing top deck. Alright, choose your active. This is amazing for us too. Hello? That was probably his worst active. Because that kind of cinches, that like pretty much clinches the game for us. Is it clinch or cinch? I don't remember the word. But yeah, we just put, well, I guess we're still like a bit away from knocking that dude out. But we're really close. Alright, if we can finally get Cinchino. We should probably grab another Dragapult too. I could Fion here. He'd be forced to give me Eldegoss. I just feel like taking a knockout on this right now doesn't matter, because I can boss for a game. Let me do this first. Okay, that's a pretty decent top deck. Let me grab another Dragapult. Yeah, we don't have a VMAX left though. Well, I need an attack. Because as long as I can hit 130, which we can do, as long as things go well, we should be fine. I'm actually going to just Whirlpool section. He's forced to give me Eldegoss, which means he most likely has to use the Eldegoss attack next turn, which puts us pretty ahead as well. I don't know if they run Scoop Up. I don't think they do. I think they just run a 1 of Zigzagoon. This is also like a Mewtwo deck. He just can't play the Mewtwo down because, you know, he's weak to me. No, there it is. Okay, and we'll just go ahead and do the do. 1, and then the rest on you. So now I can put it all on him twice, or I can boss it up and knock out these two dudes for game. We'll see if Cinchino lets us top deck a boss. We have essentially three top decks right now, so I think we'll be fine. Yeah, I don't think Mewtwo's can fit Scoop Up Net. Because Scoop Up Net would be the biggest fear for us, but also he would need a bajillion energies on the board for to us to be in a position to where we're afraid of Scoop Up Net. Okay, so just double checking one more time. We have 6 people enter. If you want a chance to win a few Darkness Ablaze codes, let me know in the chat what your favorite fairy type Pokemon is, if you haven't entered already. Alright, so what's he going to do here? Does he have a way to win? Like, he can only attach 3 energies, so unless there's like an attack that takes 3 prizes this turn somehow with a 3 energy attack, I think we'll be okay. The biggest fear I have is probably some paralysis of some kind. I need to play Switch in this deck, man. Maybe I just cut out all the balloons and just focus on playing Switches. How many bosses have we seen? We have seen 0 boss so far? No, we haven't seen any boss. 3 top decks, and that's not including the Dedenne outs as well. So we have lots of cards that we can draw here that can get us either a boss or really close to a boss. I think we've only seen one Dedenne. How many quick balls? We have seen 3 quick balls and 3 Pokecoms, so it's gonna be difficult, but it's definitely possible. And he passes without attacking. Interesting. Very interesting. Let's do this. Because if he, oh, I see, if he attacks us, he loses. Double boss or double balloon. That's unfortunate. Okay, double balloon means if he needs to attack something that isn't me, I guess. There's our bosses. I want to hold on to these cards. Okay, hold on. I'm afraid. I can't attack this thing either, right? Because of this dude. He isn't GX attack, so if I attack him, I lose. Right? That's unfortunate. Yeah, we just have to hold on to this hand then. Let's start thinning, if that's the case. We have all 3 bosses in the deck. So I need to thin in case we get, like... He can win if he boss, switch, and attack with Mewtwo. But, like, how does he take 3 prizes? Is there a way for him to take 3 prizes? Like, does he have an attack that can take him 3 prizes? Because I can't attack with this thing this turn. I could switch into the Dedenne if I'm really afraid of something. But as far as I'm aware, Incineroar is the only attack that can definitely blow me away next turn. And if his bench is full, he has no chance of doing Zigzagoon shenanigans. Like, I could have Fioned an attack if I wanted to, but I just have to win with boss. So I think I have to stick with that game plan. We found all three bombs in one turn, by the way. Alright, so we have, once again, all 3 bosses in the deck and a Cinccino. If we get Marnied, if we get Stamped, we have 3 top decks. We also have the Dedenne in the deck as well. I think. Did we see the Dedenne? I think I saw the Dedenne. I don't remember. I don't think I looked for the Dedenne, but I'm pretty sure I saw it. So, assuming that we have both Scoop Up, both Quick Ball and the Dedenne with 3 boss, we have 5 cards we can draw in an 11 card deck. The odds are super low that we whiff. Let's see, if he gets rid of an energy somehow and also pulls something active, then we have another turn that we're behind. Okay, there's a Stamp. We're drawing 4 cards and we have Cinccino. Now, he can knock out Cinccino and then go for the Dedenne afterwards, but I mean, when you draw like that. Boy. Alright. So this is the thing I was talking about. So what did he do? He poisoned us. We don't get paralyzed, we can still attack, right? So we just attack? Alright, cool. Alright, GG. Okay. Alright, that was... Like, it wasn't close, but that was super uncomfortable that whole game. Because the deck itself is so, like, self-sustaining. Because Dragapult itself is a good card, right? For 2 energies, it just swings and like, tears apart the bench. Which is such a good card by itself. So all we need to do is sustain that card by constantly fueling that engine. So to fuel that engine, we need to be drawing all the time. So ultimately, yeah, I think we just keep going, honestly. You need everything else, but you should cut. Yeah, it's so hard to decide what to cut, but everything else has been doing really well for us. So especially this game where we just win because our opponent's not there. So good. This also could be my fault, but never mind. We haven't disconnected, have we? No, we're still good. Mati Detro. Oh, this is a really good hand. No complaints here. Really good hand, especially if we know we're not playing against Luke Metal. We can just dump the Mimikyu. And we're going first too. This is amazing. Oh, and he's playing Jirachis, which is so good. So good for us, bro. This is what I want to see every game. Let me just pass, and hopefully he doesn't disrupt our energies. And even if he does, if we can find a way to switch, I need to find a way to fit more switching cards. Like, I think that's like a must now. I think we have to play some switches. Unfortunately, I don't want to, but we might have to cut a bomb, at least one bomb for at least a switch. Maybe a boss too. If we can cut another card, then we can play Eldegoss as well. Because if we cut a boss, I'd like to at least play an Eldegoss to go with it. And Eldegoss becomes another top deck that can get us out of those situations where we're stuck, which is good because that can get us a draw square. Okay, so maybe getting rid of that Mimikyu preemptively was not good. No, he's playing Bucephalon. Oh, sick. We get to play against Bucephalon finally. We want a Marniok every turn. This is great. This is amazing. And we have Fiona. Oh, we can play Fiona here if he benches. Oh, that's going to be so good for us. I'm excited. Oh, this is going to be so good. If we can find Fiona this turn. Or if we can top deck a Marnie right now. Okay, no Marnie. But Fiona's excellent. I mean, I could go for the Marnie top deck. Because, like, his hand is big. And every time Bucephalon has a big hand, I'm terrified. I'm going to start with Make Do. I want to see if I can find a Dedenne or... Okay, that's not bad. Let's go for Dedenne. If I can play Marnie this turn, that'd be ideal. Okay, no luck there so far. Guess we're playing Research this turn then. Let's grab Fiona. Yeah, let's just grab Fiona. I want to play the Fiona and shuffle it back in. I kind of want to draw into it, honestly. It's Quick Ball. Could grab the Fiona again. Oh, well, that was supposed to be the Psychic Energy, but that's fine. Yeah, I was supposed to discard a Psychic Energy, not the Dragapult. But I guess it doesn't really matter. It just means that there's one extra card in our deck. There's a Fiona again. Pretty good hand. We hold on to the Fiona so we can use Pokecom. There we go. Things are looking nice. Things are looking much better this game. Especially if... maybe I should have played the bomb. Because I need to be wary that at any point he can just come up and hit me for too much damage. What are your working hours? Well, soon they're going to be like 11-hour working hours, I think. Because you count the breaks that I have to take that are unpaid. So I'm going to try to be at work at 8. So 8 to 7. I'll be home around 8 o'clock. So I'll essentially be gone 12 hours a day. Which is going to be rough. I can already tell you right now I'm going to hate it. But the pay is going to be so nice. Yes, he benched something. That's what I like to see. Too bad we don't have boss. I mean, I'm excited. Like, I haven't been working much because of school. Ooh, he's playing boss himself, which means we have to dig again. More work, more pay. Yeah, exactly. I'm down for the pay. I need money. Especially if I want to move out, man. I need that money. I might die, but it's worth it. Alright, let's see if I can get a boss. Let's start with, we need a boss and an air balloon. You know, all these things I can't play. Let's start with Cinchino. Because I'll take the knockout here. That's 2 prizes anyways. Okay, our board is set up. We need energies. I don't need boss. I need Marnie. Let's try to get Marnie, actually. You don't need Pokecom anymore. Actually, getting a Dragapult would have been nice there. Do I want to grab Fion? No, I don't want to grab Fion. Hammers are pretty worthless in this matchup. Energy is good. We can hard retreat. Can we get Marnie, please? I don't want to play research. Oh, it's not Marnie. Alright, well. Worst case scenario, we hard switch. I would like to find a balloon, though. Oops. Oh, whatever. It's fine. Let's just dump something. Oh, he healed his Jirachi. Oh, well, I guess that does change things. Oh, well, we just hit the Zacian 2 more times, and that'll be fine. I could also just play Fion here. But then he's just going to make the Jirachi active. And rather... Dude, we didn't find a switch card at all. Oh, well, we should be safe for a turn. Maybe. Do I Fion here? This is rough. Do I Fion here? If I Fion, he's probably just going to give me Jirachi. I guess giving me Jirachi is better than giving me Mewtwo. Let me just Fion. I don't need to knock out the Mewtwo. Knocking out Mewtwo, it gives me a prize, but it doesn't really do anything else. Knocking out Jirachi means he can't use Jirachi next turn. And then I can put 5 damage counters on Zacian. Oh, he's just going to give me that. Okay, 2 prizes I'll take. Yeah, I was going to go ahead. Is there anything I want to discard? Not really. My hand's pretty decent. Okay, we have Horror Energy and this dude. So, let's put all of them there. So, if a Blacephalon comes in and attacks us, we get a prize as well. Paid more for just a hat? I'm sold. You'll get paid more if you wear a bucket hat. You might be onto something. Somebody give me a bucket hat, bro. I don't go shopping anymore, so like, unless I buy a bucket hat online, I don't see myself buying a bucket hat. So he's definitely going to take a knockout here, which is rough. But we can knock out a Jirachi. But I could also... No, I could probably Energy Accelerate and knock out a Jirachi, which is probably better. Play Toxtricity. I don't want to play Toxtricity now. I do appreciate the recommendation, but I don't think I would like playing Toxtricity Mill. Maybe Rhydon Mill is better, but Toxtricity Mill is not as good because an attack to mill that much is not as good as like the attack to mill plus playing Balaba. Like whenever Balaba got banned, that's whenever I was like, you know. Milling 5 per turn is not as fun as milling 8 per turn. I wonder why he's playing Great Ball. Does he play enough Pokemon to play Great Ball? I mean, I guess you need more search, right? And almost all your Pokemon that you find in this deck, you want to almost immediately bench. But if you play Scoop Up Net, you might as well just play the Pokecom. Oh, there's a W. Okay. I'm playing against Metal, so this is the Metal I think it is. Mimikyu's going to be super sexy. Oh, we're playing the wrong build. Okay, well, I guess we're just going to have to rock out with this build. Alright, we'll rock out for a little bit. This is... I don't know if this is actually a better matchup, but... Oof, our worst enemy. I forgot about the Zamazenta. The Zamazenta's a problem. There's the goggles. Okay. The goggles are a problem because Roxy doesn't work until we find our tool scrapper. Okay, that's fine, Jonathan. Just keep a tab open for us. Because I think I owe you 3 from last time as well. So that's like 8 codes now. Duraludon, and Crobat. So this is like ability Luke Metal. Or Turbo Luke Metal. I don't really know what to call this, but Luke Metal with a lot of cards. This deck seems so simple. Which deck? The Dragapult deck or my opponent's deck? Well, this is going to be good, so we'll bench that. I guess we have to use Roxy. Unfortunately. Yes. So it only works on the things that aren't the active. I'm just going to keep this thing active. Never mind. No point in getting the VMAX. Then again, Jet Assault for 30 feels pretty boring too. Let's just get the VMAX and start hitting the bench while we can. If we put, I want to put the Zacian in range because that's like the real threat to me. The Pult, oh yeah, Pult. The reason why I liked Pult was because it was such a like a quote-unquote brain-dead deck while being also an incredibly simple and straightforward deck. Don't get any attachments. Okay, he didn't. That's good. Because I definitely want to start hitting this dude. Then again, I could hit the Luke Metal, but then I'll discard all my energies. Let me hit this thing for a bit. Alright. Now, hold on. Double check this effect. Prevent all damage under the Pokemon by attacks. So, I'm going to test this. Oh, he has the goggles already, so it doesn't even work. 1, 2. I guess this is like game right here. If I go for Duraludon and Luke Metal. But Luke Metal has resistance. But I kind of have to go for the Luke Metal, right? So I guess we might as well put all the damage on Luke Metal. Yeah, this deck was like big brain because you had to be really smart about how you attach your damage, but also it was very simple because it's attached to and just swing every turn. The format was so good for our last format because like there were no other VMAXs pretty much except for this deck that were meta relevant. Alright, here comes the GX. See if he has a switch. I would love a boss right now though, because if this thing will become active anyways. Oh, there's a switch. It would have been nice to be able to just finish that dude off. But yeah, I'm just swinging against this dude. We're only hitting him for like, what, 90 now? Or 80? So as long as he doesn't find goggles anytime soon, we should be okay. But we're in top deck mode again. This is why I wanted to play Cinccino. We could have been drawing cards. All the, oh, there are the goggles. Oh, but he put them there. Which is a problem for me, but we do have Tool Scrapper for a reason. We can hit him for Shred, though, which does hit past effects. But this is a good top deck. Alright. And you can't mount on Lana. So, we'll eventually win. The writing is on the wall. Do I want to lose his Dragapult? No, I don't. Seems like a terrible idea. Let's draw a few more cards. Okay, yes. So manual attachment does give him a retreat option, and I don't want him to have that. So let me try to get rid of this energy. Very nice. Shred hits past effects, so at the very least we'll hit him for 40. So we'd like Turbo Drag or Roxy. I'm trying Cinccino Drag after this. We've just built Cinccino Drag and I accidentally queued up Roxy Drag. I don't think I like Roxy Drag. I have to play against Eternatus for me to decide if I feel like Roxy Drag is good, because at least Roxy Drag can give you a pretty decent chance against Eternatus, but I don't feel like it's good in any other matchup. Maybe against ADP. Maybe. That's about it, honestly, though. This Zacian is going to be a problem, though, because Horror Energy gets discarded, so we can't really attach Horror Energies very consistently. Marnie, hopefully, does not find a switch. I prefer Pidgeot. Pidgeot, what does Pidgeot do again? Like, Pidgeot's the one that lets you look at the top two and then, like, add one to the top of your hand and the other one to the bottom of the deck. I like thinning in this format because there's a lot of stamp and there's a lot of Yeah, there's a lot of stamp and a lot of research. Or, I mean, a lot of Marnie. So, just because of that fear, I don't want to play the Pidgeot. Okay, let's get a heads, please. He's playing weakness energy, too. Well, he can retreat, but I need to damage this as much as I can. But he doesn't have the tool. Okay. Yeah, he's just going to retreat into this next turn. So I need to make sure that I can at least damage this so I can put it in range of the damage counters. These goggles are annoying. I need to take prizes. How close is this one? It's 2 away still. Well, we gotta put them on something, so we might as well put them there. And also, we almost always have hand cards we can discard. Like, I feel like because of like the way this deck is just structured, we never really need. There's so many cards we just don't need to save, right? So, I like Cinccino, but if I don't like Cinccino and I prefer Pidgeotto, then we can switch to Pidgeotto. But Cinccino has an energy accelerating attack too, which is makes me not even want to bother switching, because that energy acceleration in this deck that it requires 2 attachments feels pretty big. And if Cinccino's good enough, we might just cut out the Dene and like every bench, all these like draw Pokemon. We might just cut them all out together, because we might not even need them if Cinccino works well enough. Or it needs a bucket hat, like 90s Tupac style bucket hat. Send me a picture of that on the Discord, bro, because I have no idea what you're talking about. He's gonna hit us. I don't know why you wouldn't just retreat and attack with Zamazenta. Because you're putting yourself in danger zone. Yeah, like, why did he even attach? I would have attached his Zacian. Because at least with Zacian, I could have finished things off. Alright, this is annoying. But once again, we're not bothering with Zamazenta here. But we do need to start setting up the bench, which is the biggest fear, because he's going to be hitting us for 2 KO damage. Right, am I in 2 KO range? No, I'm right outside of 2 KO range. And then we play the best card in this deck for a reason. Alright, that's really nice. He can give us something. Like, so we take a prize almost. The only one we don't take a prize on is Duraludon. Unfortunately, Crobat. Unfortunately, he did give us the worst card for us. We can't damage his bench yet. We really need to find that Turbo Patch. I mean that Tool Scrapper. Okay, this one prize has to be everything right now. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Be good. Thank you. Finally. God. You see, this is what I'm talking about. This is why I think Cinccino or Pidgeotto would be really good in this deck. Because this is happening literally every game, where we're just sitting here, we're not drawing cards, we're not really doing anything except for attacking every turn. And in this format, just attacking every turn is not enough. We want to be doing more than just attacking. Okay, we are outside of range of a knockout here, luckily. Which means we do get another attack off, but the Dene needs to find us double Tool Scrapper. We only really need one, but the Dene needs to find us stuff, man. We have a lot of digging as long as we can. Okay. Are these dudes watching the stream or something? Okay, whatever. We're drawing 4 cards. That's not bad. There we go. Alright. Cards. Alright, so I guess we're just playing Marnie here. I can boss, honestly. It's probably better. But we're stuck. We need to boss this turn. Don't we just win, actually? Yeah, we just win the game, don't we? Yeah, we just won. Alright, we did it, boys. He gave us Duraludon. He shouldn't have given us Duraludon. Because we were set up to like a prize to win the game. I can't believe we won that. But dude, Mimikyu MVP, bro. He can never use Mallow and Lana. And he plays it because all these decks play it. This is why I'm talking about. Like, Mimikyu almost makes that matchup an auto win.